Miranda Lambert knew she had one shot, or one opportunity to seize everything she ever wanted in one moment. Would she capture it, or just let it slip? The then 21-year-old Miranda Lambert answered that question in a way that would define her for nearly 2 decades, although surely she didn't know that at the time. Did she? I'm Billy Dukes with Taste of Country, and this episode of The Secret History of Country Music finds one of country music's all-time great vocalists teetering on a thin line that separates stars from never-heard-of-ems. You'll hear from Lambert in her own words, but first, subscribe if you're a fan. As you'll see in the link in the upper right-hand corner, she kind of likes us and tells us things. You better lose yourself in the music, the moment, you own it, and never let it go. Rapper Eminem said that in 2002, months before America would meet Miranda Lambert on a reality television show called Nashville Star. Give one of these if you voted for her.
The old man sitting next to me is falling asleep on a greyhound bound for nowhere.
We know her now as country music's most decorated female artist of all time, and a woman that's all over any top albums of the decade or century list, but it didn't start that way. Here are Miranda's first 8 radio singles and their position on the country airplay charts. Remember, we want low numbers here like 1 or 3, a string of 20s, 30s, and 40s will leave you waiting tables, and until late 2009, Lambert had just 1 low number. Her record label stuck with her, but patience was wearing thin until November 15th, 2005, when Lambert was up for the Horizon Award at the CMA Awards. This meant a performance on network television. She was terrified.
I mean, I get nervous every single time for live TV, but that was like the moment where I knew I could either make a name for myself or be forgotten forever. And so had to be powerful.
The song was Kerosene, and some things you need to know here. The show was not in Nashville, but in New York City, and Lambert's entire family joined country music royalty to fill up Madison Square Gardens. Talking to Vanity Fair in 2019, she'd admit she didn't have a harmonica player in her band, so her piano player had to learn on the fly. Quote, "That's what you do when you have a small budget and a small band. Everybody plays everything." A wall of fire separated her from her band, and since she couldn't see them and she didn't have a guitar, she didn't know what to do with herself. So she just started stomping around like a wild woman. Quote, "I knew I got it right when I called my mom," Lambert would tell Vanity Fair. "She judges my music like she judges my jeans."
It gave me this surge of flash right back to there and that absolute butterfly feeling that I haven't had in a long time.
The phone audio is from Lambert's conversation with Taste of Country in November 2019, where she admitted as a rule she never watches herself on TV. It'd still be a few years before she broke at radio with White Liar in 2010, but the spring after that CMAs, she scored her first major tour, opening for Dierks Bentley. Runs with Toby Keith, George Strait, and Kenny Chesney would follow until 2010 when she won the first of 16 Female Vocalist of the Year awards. Somehow Lambert hasn't won an Entertainer of the Year award yet. Let him know in the comments section if you think that's a slate that needs to be corrected. I'm Billy Dukes, and if you liked this episode, we've got more Miranda Lambert secret history for you in the corner. Be sure to subscribe and review this episode below. And as always, thanks for watching.